How long after losing your mucus plug do you go into labor? The mucus plug accumulates at the cervix during pregnancy. When the cervix begins to open wider, the mucus is discharged into the vagina. It may be clear, pink, or slightly bloody. This is also known as show, or bloody show. Labor may begin soon after the mucus plug is discharged or 1 to 2 weeks later. Can you slowly lose your mucus plug? As your cervix opens up, your mucus plug may fall out. Losing your mucus plug is a good sign that labor is on its way. Though, it could be days or even weeks after you lose your mucus plug before labor actually starts. Many women do not lose their mucus plug at one time. Instead, they lose it more gradually. Can you get an infection after losing mucus plug? Loss of the mucus plug often happens when the cervix has opened and loosened a little bit, says Malin. The body can regenerate the mucus, so you don't need to worry about infection if you lost it after 37 weeks. Does losing your mucus plug mean labor? Generally, it can mean that your cervix is beginning to dilate, causing the mucus plug to dislodge. But, this doesn't necessarily mean you are actually in labor. Once you begin to see signs that you are losing your mucus plug, it can be anywhere between a few hours to a few weeks before labor starts. What happens after you lose your mucus plug at 39 weeks? Ripening means that your cervix softens and shortens in readiness for labor. This causes the mucus plug that has sealed the entrance to your womb, uterus, during your pregnancy to slip away. Your labor may not start for hours or even days after you lose the mucus plug. Or you could already be in early labor. Does losing mucus plug mean cervix is dilating? Generally, it can mean that your cervix is beginning to dilate, causing the mucus plug to dislodge. But, this doesn't necessarily mean you are actually in labor. Once you begin to see signs that you are losing your mucus plug, it can be anywhere between a few hours to a few weeks before labor starts. What happens when you lose your mucus plug at 39 weeks? The mucus plug comes loose and dislodges when the cervix starts to open, dilate, as labor nears. As the cervix dilates, the mucus is pushed out into the vagina. Seeing the mucus plug is a sign you are approaching labor, or it can be an early sign of labor itself. Does walking induce labor? Walking. The simple act of walking during pregnancy may help draw the baby down into your pelvis, thanks to gravity and the swaying of your hips. The pressure of the baby on your pelvis may then prime your cervix for labor, or may help labor progress if you've already felt some contractions. How much mucus plug is there? The mucus plug is roughly the size of a quarter and made up of around 2 tablespoons of mucus. It is generally a creamy to yellowish-white color and may sometimes be streaked with pink. It can also sometimes be more beige, or even brown, in color. This is not unusual and shouldn't cause concern. Don't forget to subscribe for more of these videos.